Hey guys, welcome back to Cahaba Tunes. My name is Russ. Sorry it's been a few months since I've posted, but I've taken a little bit of a break on buying vinyl for a few months. Just been busy with life and being a little bit more picky with what I'm buying out there. Um, I did go to an estate sale this past Thursday, and it was at a retired professor's home, and he collected two main things, and it was books and records. And so, by the pictures I saw online of his house, not a big house, but he had several bookshelves full of records. And so, went over there on Thursday, and I just wanted to show you what I came away with. Um, I was a little bit worried when we were walking in there. The gentleman who was putting on the estate sale said that he primarily collected show tunes and classical music. So I thought, oh goodness, there's not going to be much in there that you know is going to be kind of up my alley. And luckily, I came away with about 27 records. It's pretty interesting stuff. So this haul came out to be. I paid $45 for these 27 records, so under $2 a record. So pretty good scores here, and just want to show you what I came away with. So first record here, interesting one, Finalyamato. This is it's a synthesizer fantasy. Um, just an interesting looking um, Japanese uh, record there, and only listened to the first side, but it is pretty cool, kind of new wave synthesizer music, and thought I'd give that one a shot. So goes for a decent bit of money on Discogs. I think about $30. So cool find there, and all these records are in really good shape. Some of the covers are better than others, but the records themselves looks like he may have played them, a handful of times each. So he probably had, I don't know, probably 2,000 records there if I had to guess, and so he took care of them really well. Second, Ennio Morricone, masterpieces, great conductor that passed away over the past year or so, I believe. Um, you know, Ennio did a lot of movie soundtracks, and so famous conductor and composer there. And grabbed that one. This is a 2-disc set there. There's the inner gatefold there. So cool one to get. This is I believe this is a German pressing. It says right there, Dutch pressing, German pressing. So there you go. And so here we'll get into some of the soundtracks. I thought this was cool. Twilight Zone, the movie. There's that. Haven't listened to this one yet, but I do remember the Twilight Zone and the TV show was really cool. This one's on Warner Brothers there. So again, in great shape. Haven't cleaned all of these yet. It's a little bit dusty, but looks great. All right, next up, another kind of a thriller, kind of horror movie, Altered States, and John Corigliano did the music on it. So sometimes it's cool to get these 70s and 80s soundtracks, especially on vinyl. And a lot of these they didn't repress, so some of them hold some decent value. That one I think is about $10, so not a big deal. Here's a cool one. Bernard Herrmann's music from Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. Thought that was a cool cover. So grabbed that one. And of course, just a classic by John Williams, Superman, the movie. This one sounds great on vinyl. I've never haven't owned this on vinyl, but glad to finally get it. So two record set there. Yeah, classic. Another classic. This is Psycho 2. And Jerry Goldsmith did the music for this. Jerry Goldsmith did a lot of awesome orchestral soundtracks in the 70s and 80s. He also did Rambo and did a lot of cool stuff. Some other records in here we'll see. I think Jerry's name on as well. But cool soundtrack to a cool movie. All right, another classic horror, The Exorcist. And I don't think this guy was probably a horror film fan, but I think he was more a fan again of just soundtracks and of orchestral music. So, some of this music is definitely moody and can be kind of scary, but it also can be quite beautiful. So, I imagine that's probably why he purchased some of these horror soundtracks. Then, of course, we have the sequel, Exorcist 2, The Heretic. And again, that was, you'll see Ennio Morricone's name on there. So, here's a sealed one, The Omen, with a cool little hype sticker there, featuring the original theme, The Piper Dreams. And again, there's Jerry Goldsmith's name. Gregory Peck was in that. So, this is on Taboo Records. So, pretty cool to have in a collection there. Here's one I remember seeing at the theater, and a great title song. And this one's sealed also. View to a Kill. Again, of course, the theme song by Duran Duran. Just classic. Great picture there. There's Roger Moore there. Yeah. Great movie. And a classic soundtrack. Another James Bond, The Spy Who Loved Me. And this one also is sealed. Check out that hype sticker, including the hit song Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon. Another great classic Bond there. That one with Roger Moore. So cool soundtrack there. Here's another classic, Alien, and this one was composed by Jerry Goldsmith as well. And this one's a gold stamp promo, as you'll see there. But great movie. If you haven't seen Alien, definitely check it out. But awesome soundtrack to that movie. Here's another classic, Poltergeist. Let's see who did the music to this one. Oh, Jerry Goldsmith. What do you know? So, another classic horror with just a great score. When I saw this cover on this next one, I just knew knew it was probably something special. It says Andy Warhol's Dracula, music composed by Claudio Gysi. Cool find there. I've not listened to this one yet, but I'm sure it's awesome. And this record goes for, I think, $45. So, pretty cool find there. That's a cool cover. Here's one. I recently saw a documentary on Val Kilmer. If you ever get a chance to watch it, check it out. It's on, I think, Amazon Prime. But this is one of his movies, Willow, in the 80s. Music composed and conducted by James Horner, who's a great composer of good soundtracks. And I remember seeing this movie a long time ago. I don't remember much of it. But again, I'm surprised to look this one up and what it's going for. Again, about $50 there. So, good movie, and again conducted by a classic conductor and composer, James Horner. This is cool to see. The original motion picture score by Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman's a great composer if you're not aware of him. And just a great movie there with Michael Keaton. I really enjoyed the first two Batmans that Tim Burton did. Those are classic back in the late 80s and early 90s. Great movies and great scores that accompanied them. So that was a cool pickup. Let's see, and last for the soundtracks, this is really cool. Again, composed by Danny Elfman. This is Big Top Pee-wee. Brought back memories of Pee Wee Herman, when he was doing movies, and also had his TV show on Saturday mornings. Again, that's a gold stamp promo there. But I listened to the first side of this. Pretty good soundtrack. It's got a good carnival theme to it, and actually, Pee Wee performs on the first song, "The Girl on the Flying Trapeze." Actually, has a pretty good voice. A good kind of a lounge type voice. So very interesting. He had some Christmas music. I had to pick up one. I love this album, and I don't have this on the stereo version. I have the first mono version on Decca, but this is of course Bing Crosby, "Merry Christmas." It's got, of course, the classics on there. And it's especially the last song on side two, "Mili Kiliki Maka," as seen in Christmas Vacation, classic scene there at the pool. But just a great clean copy there on Decca, and just didn't want to leave it behind for under $2. Just wanted to grab that. This was cool. Ella Fitzgerald sings the Rodgers and Hart songbook. I was actually number 15 in line at this estate sale, and I was afraid that the guys in front of me were going to grab all the good records, but luckily they left some behind, and I was able to grab them. So I don't have much Ella in my collection, so glad to get this. There's the gatefold, but definitely OG copy of this on the classic Verve label. What a great cover! Still got the gloss to it, and in good shape. So awesome to pick that up for under $2. This was sitting on the floor, and whenever I find this particular classical artist, I always pick it up. And this is still in partial shrink. This is Janos Starker and Georgi Sibak. Of course, Starker, famous for cello player, just awesome. Probably the best of all time. And great record there. This one goes for about $75. So they're on the Mercury Living Presence label. Great label. Sounds amazing too. Cleaned it up. Just had some dust on it, and it plays perfect. Another old Verve record. This is In a Romantic Mood. Oscar Peterson with strings. Very cool. I love Oscar Peterson's playing. And just a great cover on that. So cool to see that. Found this in the shelf. Some guys had gone through just a little bit of jazz that he had, and they left this behind, thank goodness. But Sophisticated Giant, Dexter Gordon. This is obviously a later. This was in '77 when this came out. But cool record there to have. Love Dexter's playing, and so grab that. Here's another Verve title, An Image, Lee Konitz with strings. Wow. Lee Konitz reminds me of Paul Chambers quite a bit. Pretty underrated, I would say, in terms of his saxophone playing, but he doesn't really look like much. Looks more like an accountant, but he definitely knows how to play sax, and this is a beautiful record. Sounds amazing on Verve. These OG Verves just sound great. Here's another soundtrack, but definitely on the jazz side. This is Anatomy of a Murder, music by Duke Ellington. If you've never listened to this, check this out. Really cool, jazzy, very moody. I would say it's a good, Sunday morning listen, even a night listen, or definitely a rainy day kind of record. But definitely sets the tone, and it's a great soundtrack with some good accompaniment by the other players on this record. But great arrangement by Duke Ellington on that, and just a classic on the Columbia label. Another one that sounds great. I was really pumped to see these last two, and just some of the few jazz that he had. But first one here is Invitation, Milt Jackson Sextet on Riverside label. Let me just read you the lineup here. So Milt Jackson's on vibra-harp, Kenny Dorham on trumpet. He's probably in my top as far as trumpet players. Quiet Kenny has to be in my, if it's not in my top 10, it's in my top 20 jazz records probably of all time. I keep going back to that record, and it's great. But he's on this record. Jimmy Heath on tenor sax, Tommy Flanagan on piano, Ron Carter on bass, and Connie Kay on drums. But just a cool record, some great songs on here, and just great playing by all the musicians on this one, and in great shape. This is in the original shrink, as you can see. Here's on that classic Riverside label, and it's spotless. So yeah, I was pumped to see this, and as I mentioned, some guys had looked through some of his jazz and luckily left this one behind. So nice find there. And then lastly, a guy had pulled this one out of the record shelf and luckily put it back. But I was pleased that I was able to go over there and grab this one when he put it back. But this is the soundtrack to Alfie, and led by Sonny Rollins. If you have never listened to this, you need to check this out. If you like Sonny Rollins, you need to. Let me tell you who else is on here. So Oliver Nelson was the conductor on this. You got Sonny Rollins on tenor sax, Jimmy Cleveland on trombone, also with J.J. Johnson on trombone, Phil Woods and Bob Ashton on alto and tenor sax, Danny Bank on baritone sax, Frankie Dunlop on drums, Walter Booker on bass, Roger Kellaway on piano, and last but certainly not least, Kenny Burrell on guitar. Being able to hear Sonny and Kenny play together on a record is just unreal. This was mastered by none other than Rudy Van Gelder. It just jumps out of the speakers. Sonny's tone on his saxophone is just unreal on this record. But yeah, I urge you, this is really a jazz album that just happens to be a soundtrack. So I urge you to check this out if you haven't already. Every song on here is great, and just thrilled to get this one, an original Impulse on stereo, and was thrilled to find this for, again, under $2. So anyway, that's my haul from this last estate sale. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and leave a like. And also leave me a comment. Do you have any of these in your collection? Have you gone to any estate sales lately and found some cool finds? If so, let me know. But hope everyone's doing well out there, and hope to make another video soon. Take care.